Hello and welcome back to Zenless Zone Zero. I'm Respecture, and today we're going to be continuing with Chapter 2. Should be version 2.1. So this is going to be the main story quest. We're going to be continuing, talking to Wise in just a second. We have this chapter is The Impending Crash of Waves. Echoes of the aftermath linger as destiny trades softly back to the shore. Treads softly back to the shore. We're off to a good start, guys. This is the fourth time I've done the intro. It's bad. It's real bad. Anyways, so we're gonna get into this. Interesting little angel motif for this particular scene. We're going to talk to Wise, and we should be continuing with this. So let's see what they're talking about. Hey, Wise.
Oh.
Here you are, Belle. What are you guys talking about? What are you guys talking about? Perfect timing, Junior. I was just about to call for you. You got a minute? There's something I want to discuss. Yep. I guess. Sure.
Junior, you remember Damien, right? The head of Porcelumex in Wife Peninsula. He sent someone to us with a banquet invitation.
Don't like that guy. Hate his tie. Hate his tie with a passion. A banquet invitation?
A banquet invitation?
Oh, right. This is the game where they say what I should read and then... It's fine, I'll probably do it anyways.
Judging
Sorry.
by the look on your and my brother's faces just now, I thought he had sent some kind of legal notice.
That does sound about right for him.
He wouldn't dare. If it weren't for all of us from Yunque Summit helping him take care of the Exaltists, he wouldn't be living the good life now.
And you're assuming any goodwill there won't stop him, or will stop him from stabbing you in the back? Because he is kind of a pompous jackass, he would absolutely stab you in the back still.
But as for the invitation, it does seem to have a connection with the corruption incident.
Here's the situation. Even though Top suppressed any media about the Exaltists causing chaos in Wife Peninsula, news had already spread citywide.
And why exactly did Top suppress any information about the Exaltist? Was it to squash any potential panic or ulterior motives? Guess we'll find out. Also, completely pointless and no reason to bring it up whatsoever, but I have different accessories on Belle than that one earring on her left ear. So, is it not reflected in the little scenes here? I'll have to double check.
The production of Porcelume is super important, and neither Tops nor Porcelumix can pretend that nothing happened. So, over the next 2 weeks, Tops will lead a security investigation in Wife Peninsula and urge a swift return to business as usual.
Okay, so it literally is just a cover-up for profit to keep things moving. I doubt that. There's probably more going on. What does the security investigation have to do with the banquet?
But what does the security investigation have to do with the banquet?
Think about it, Junior. With an investigation happening, many relevant people will have to come to Wife Peninsula. Porcelumex has to fulfill its duties as a host and entertain everyone.
Are you sure? Is that a thing? Okay.
Although the security investigation doesn't involve Yunque Summit, that Damien kid is pretty cunning. He'll leverage all his connections and resources to get closer to us.
Senior Suyuan told me that right after the corruption incident was over, Damien sent a generous gift, but Shifu turned it down. We were just discussing whether we should attend this banquet. According to Shifu's philosophy, Yunque Summit shouldn't get too close to Porcelumix. But since we're active in Wife Peninsula, we still have to consider maintaining a working relationship with Damien.
Working relationship doesn't mean you need to mingle that much.
If you ask me, now is the perfect time to attend such a banquet.
You just want to try the food, don't you?
Why do you say that, Senior?
Shifu and Senior Shuyuan returned to Yonghui Summit a while ago and won't be back anytime soon. If the three of us attend the banquet, it'll show Damien some respect without drawing too much attention.
Okay.
Besides, he already knows Shifu isn't around, so it's not like she's deliberately avoiding him.
We'll go with the first one. But aren't you forgetting someone?
The three of us? Aren't you forgetting someone?
Oh, you mean Senior Fufu? Well, we happened to learn yesterday that she had failed her arithmetic course, so Shifu called her back overnight for remedial lessons. I'm afraid she won't be able to make the banquet this time.
Okay. So she's a D student, gotcha. I guess does that make sense with her character? She seems pretty diligent.
I didn't expect the academic standards at Yunhui Summit to be so strict. Anyway, getting back to the point, I think your reasoning makes sense. We should go to this banquet.
I guess I agree.
I agree. Plus, I have a feeling there'll probably be some pretty influential guests at the banquet. We might be able to gather some useful information.
All right, it's settled then. We'll do poor Salumex a favor and attend the banquet.
Belle, the Porcelumex banquet... The Porcelumex banquet is set up for tomorrow night at the banquet hall on the second floor of Yamcha Sin. Let's meet up in front of Yamcha Sin then. The impending crash of waves. The next day, after taking care of some personal matters, evening arrives.
Wise and Senior Inhu must have gone to Yamchasin. Better go meet them there.
Huh, Yamcha Sin. Okay, I was mispronouncing that. Hold up, just a second. I changed the accessories back to what they were. I'm not sure when they got changed. It's literally just the earrings. That's the only thing I changed. But I'm not entirely sure when they changed back, because I did change them. Oh, you guys look like fun. Well, I'm already annoyed. Hey, Wise. The little, expressions, I don't know, aspirations or whatever. I have no idea what those are called. The sounds they make whenever you start dialogue is, a little off-putting. Not off-putting, just it catches me by surprise. I think they introduced that in 2.0, and it reminds me of like The Sims or something. It catches me every time. Anyway, Belle, you sure took your time getting here. I literally just walked here. We came from the same freaking place. Senior Yinhu is starving. I'm not gonna make a joke. I'm just not. Dude looks great. I guess he did the laugh. I saw some premium tangerine peel the other day and couldn't help but splurge on it. You just on the peel? Was it like candied? Been pinching pennies ever since. But now it's finally time to treat myself with this feast. Not entirely sure what he means there. You can candy orange peels, tangerines. You can also use them for teas. That's a really great way, is dried orange peel. I don't know what he spent so much money on. Okay, I think both of these go together. So, to be honest with you, Wise, I didn't have lunch today either. You two were acting all cool and nonchalant yesterday. Oh dear. I have a feeling we've fallen right into Damien's trap. By feeding you? Okay, I don't know about Belle and Wise necessarily, but isn't Yinhu at least an adult? How is it a trap to think that adults or people that should be able to take care of themselves haven't eaten an entire day? So strange. It's just a meal, no big deal. Haha, exactly. Junior, overthinking isn't good for your health, you know? Haha. If that were true, it's probably taken 20 years off of my life. Holy crap, I overthink constantly. Alright, enough chit-chat. Since everyone's here, let's get moving. Welcome to Yumcha Sin? No, did I? Damn it, how did she say that? Esteemed guest of Forza Lumex, please head to the banquet hall on the 2nd floor. Alright, let's head to the banquet hall. Yep, immersive story. You then arrive at the banquet hall on the 2nd floor. Oh, there's Damien. I didn't expect so many people to show up. Looks like this Wi-Fi safety inspection is quite the big deal. Well, it was a huge mess. Yeah, you're right. Or, you've, right? Wow, I mispronounce stuff constantly, but I caught that one, so. Wow, you're, I'm assuming, right. Even without the Exaltus causing trouble, there's still a lot of conflict between the workers and Forza Lumex regarding work safety. It'd be great if we could resolve all these problems as well. Alright, since Damien sent us the invitation, let's go say hi to him. Do we have to? Hey juniors, your senior's gonna have a pass at this one. I just don't vibe with that Damien kid, so I'll spare myself the headache. Yeah, no, I get that. Belle and I will go. You enjoy your dinner, senior. Try to make up for Shifu and the others' portions too. Belle, let's go. Damien is right over there. Also, I don't think Yinhu could possibly make up for Fufu's portion, so. Let's give a quick run around and see if there's anything interesting at all. Tea, perhaps? Spices of some kind? Okay, gonna be honest, I don't know what I expected. This literally looks like a restaurant. Like a buffet of some sort. Like, I've had meetings, well, not meetings, but like office events in places like this. With this sort of setup. I literally don't know what I expected. The centerpieces are interesting, though. I like that. Alright. Put this off long enough already. Hey, Damien, what's up, dude?
Ah, the mystics from Yunquay Summit have arrived.
Still hate your goddamn tie.
As the host, having at least you two and Master Pan show up for this dinner banquet is truly an honor.
Mr. Damien, it seems like you're a little disappointed that our Sufu couldn't make it today.
Not at all. You're all disciples that Ishwan Shifu trusts deeply. Even from afar in Yunquay Summit, she entrusted you to attend on her behalf. This in itself is a gesture I can appreciate.
You really are good at brown-nosing, aren't you?
Please, make yourselves at home tonight and enjoy the banquet. If there's anything you'd like to eat that's not being served, just let me know directly.
Interesting. Okay, I'll read both of these first. Teasingly, ask Damien about the current situation. Intensely ask Damien about the current situation. I expected those to be a little bit different. I get the feeling teasing him would put him more off guard. Personally, he's probably used to the intense sort of criticism thing.
Mr. Damien, with so many people here for the security investigation, do you even have time to worry about our dinner?
Ooh, yeah. I don't know if that was teasing him. Damn, Bell.
It's part of my responsibility to take care of the guests, but I understand what you mean, Master Bell. Considering that the Exaltus appeared in Yfe Peninsula, and poor Salumex is responsible for security, I might seem a bit too relaxed. To be honest with you both, although my official title is General Manager of Porcelumex and Yfe Peninsula, my main responsibility is actually overseeing production. Hollow Security was originally managed by someone else, who was appointed by corporate executives. Though, of course, they have since been relieved of that responsibility.
Yeah, that tracks. They either did a god-awful job or were in on it. So, yeah.
I understand now. No wonder you were so willing to provide clues earlier, Mr. Damien. Seems like you had already anticipated this situation.
Every time I see this guy, I get sidetracked by his entire look. I don't know why that is. What is with his hairline? Like, that's gotta be a toupee, right? It's somehow square, but also parts weird. I don't understand his appearance at all.
Sounds like you're about to take over security duties, too. Congrats on moving up another rung at Porcelumex.
Come now. No need to be cheeky. Things have been rather difficult for me. I'm lucky just to be holding on to my current role, especially with how nerve-wracking it's been getting everything ready for the security investigation.
I don't feel bad.
But after seeing the guest list with my own eyes earlier, I finally felt a bit of relief.
Oh? How so?
Oh? Why's that?
God damn it, Belle. This is why I read it. Because I can't trust that it won't change. Also, her earrings changed again. So I wasn't wrong. Okay.
Ha! Why don't you have a look for yourselves? There are quite a few guests at tonight's banquet, but in reality, they all fall into just a few categories.
Well, I think the categories they fall into are main characters and background characters, because there is one person that stands out in this scene. She has green hair and gold cuffs. The rest of them look like extras and aren't as detailed. So, yeah. Couple categories there.
All these elegantly dressed guests are senior officials from TOPS. The fact that everyone who was invited has turned up is a clear indicator that the connection between TOPS and Porcelumex remains strong.
Yay.
Their presence allows us to demonstrate to the military and government that TOPS is fully committed to the safety of Yfe Peninsula. We also sent invitations to the relevant city government departments, but no one showed up, which suggests that the government doesn't want to get involved in the sensitive matters happening between TOPS and the military and Yfe Peninsula. They would prefer to steer clear and let us work things out on our own.
Is that really your takeaway? If somebody didn't show up to your shitty little banquet, then clearly they just want to wash their hands of any potential issues that might arise. Maybe they just don't want to show up and still will take a vested interest in any activities that cause an issue in Yfe. Maybe? You think?
I heard that TOPS and the military often butt heads over Porcelume issues, but it seems the situation is even worse than I imagined.
It is a serious matter, but not something we avoid discussing. The military is the biggest buyer of Porcelume, and by controlling Yfe Peninsula, TOPS essentially controls their most critical resource.
You know, that actually brings up an interesting point. What is the military doing? We know, essentially, at least in some capacity, what TOPS is doing. Like, what their activities are, what their focus is, the hollows, and everything that they're doing there, right? We've seen their special investigative service. What is the military doing? Are we going to get any idea of that? If they're the largest buyer of porcelain, they have to be using it for something. It's used for anti-corruption, medicine, and other items, I believe. I thought that's what they said. So what exactly are they getting involved in? That would be interesting to learn more about.
So, it would prove quite difficult if the military chooses to take this chance to cause trouble.
Why would they?
It seems that knowing who's from the military guest list is the key to understanding the situation.
Correct. Do you see that lady over there? She's the military's representative.
But she's not wearing a Defense Force uniform. Isn't this supposed to be a formal event?
Do you think that military personnel go to civilian banquets in full military dress? In fact, I'm pretty sure that's frowned upon. Could be wrong. Never seen it myself.
That's because Missy Zolda is not a military officer. She's a research consultant.
Okay, then she wouldn't even have one.
Instead of sending high-ranking officers, they hired a civilian to attend, which sends a clear message. They don't intend to investigate this matter further.
Or they hired somebody specifically to investigate this matter that was specialized in doing so. Yeah, you're screwed, bud.
Of course, though production was limited after the corruption incident, Porcelumex didn't delay any orders from the military. So, it appears they have acknowledged our sincerity.
Sincerity coming from this asshole.
No wonder you're so relaxed now. There's no more pressure from tops executives, the government, or the military. But what about the rest of the guests? I see a lot of older individuals here too.
Those are members of the inspection team, leading experts in the ether industry. They'll be overseeing the security investigation while providing us with valuable insights.
Okay. I'm not sure why we pointed out that they're older and they're going into the Hollow to do investigations, I guess.
It's a great effort to invite these academic giants.
Dear guests, may I have your attention for just a moment? It is my pleasure to welcome each and every one of you here today.
Looks like it's time for the real hosts to give their speech.
Dear guests, thank you for coming to Phyloom Heights to participate in the Waifei Peninsula security investigation. I am Lucro, co-chief executive officer of the Porcelumex Group.
Aside from his whole polka dot motif, why is your single strand of hair, well, not a single strand, but your clump of hair, hey, I get it, I have curly hair, that shit gets everywhere, but why is it directly in front of your eyeball? Is that not distracting? Did nobody... Okay, anyway. We have polka dots over here, and the guy with the Triforce tie. What's up, guys?
Greetings, everyone. I'm Ferox, also co-chief executive officer.
I've seen Lucro and Ferox on TV before. They run Porcelumex together.
That's impressive.
Mr. Damien, those two must be your direct superiors, right?
So, ya pissing yourself yet?
That's right. After the fall of the old capital, Porcelumex's management went through a major reshuffle. Those two were the ultimate victors, but now they're secretly competing against each other.
Is it okay for you to talk about your superiors like that? I mean, it's gossip. It's kind of an office thing.
Is it okay for you to be talking about your superiors like that?
I completely trust both of you, so I feel comfortable speaking openly.
Ooh, that does make you want to screw Damien over. But he could be replaced by somebody worse.
The previous head of security was one of Ferox's trusted subordinates, but now he's been dismissed. Both of the big bosses are eager to fill that position with their own people. The reason I was able to become the nominal head of Wi-Fi Peninsula was because I don't belong to either side. So I can't disrupt the balance of power in this competition.
Bullshit. I can't believe for one goddamn second this asshole hasn't picked a side and brown-nosed his way up the ladder as much as he possibly could.
But the price of remaining neutral is that I've completely lost any chance of moving up. And if I were to take sides, it could come at a fatal cost, destroying everything I've worked so hard to build.
Oh, you're waiting to see who comes out on top so that you don't lose. Gotcha. You are a scummy douchebag. I knew I was right.
We will work closely with everyone here to reinforce our security measures and deliver a report to the public that we can be proud of.
Ladies and gentlemen, the security investigation will officially begin tomorrow. For now, please relax and enjoy the banquet.
Wow, the big shots have finally finished their speeches. Thank you both for accompanying me. It's the only reason my good mood's still intact.
Don't say something sincere. Don't soften your whole shitty character. It's more fun when I can make fun of you.
Enjoy the banquet. I've got to go face some heat from my superiors now. If you'll excuse me.
Ugh, been there.
Belle, now that Damien's left, what should we do next?
I already did stroll around the banquet hall. I found nothing of interest. What do you have in mind? I'll follow your lead.
What do you have in mind, Wise? I'll go with whatever you decide.
After hearing all that from Damien, I'm curious about the guests. He's hard to read, and who knows how much of it was true. Let's split up and look around the banquet hall.
Sure. Odds are we're just gonna eavesdrop on people. Yep. You have a very cool outfit. That is a very cool dress. I like the pants and the shoes, too. She's the only one that really stood out to me. These two are very generic. Polka dots and triangles. Yeah, I can see why there's a fierce struggle between the circles and triangles. The shapes are at war. Hey, Panyanu. Oh, I have to read this. Hey, miss. We're out of lazuli char sway here? Sway? Better restock soon. Alright, please wait a moment. I'll head to the kitchen and take care of that for you. Hey, no rush. I heard Porcelumex brought in a special guest chef today. They've got to know how to make lobster 3 ways, right? Is that a single dish or 3 ways of making lobster? Okay, let's start with 3, each prepared differently. Oh god, he actually is asking for 3 different ways of preparing lobster. Remember, for the vermicelli and steamed one, go easy on the oyster sauce in the garlic paste. And don't forget to add sea urchin when making the creamy baked version. Just make it yourself if you're going to be that specific about how it's... Anyways. Alright, got it. Whoa, you're just straight up ordering. Hee hee. We're just getting started. Time to show you what this panda thyron is made of. Alright, if I can't finish my food, I can get it packed to go, right? Yes, of course. Yeah, because that normally happens at fancy banquets. Hold up, you're getting it to go? Sure, takeout might not taste quite as good, but with these top-notch ingredients, I can work some magic when I get home and turn it into another amazing meal. Saves a ton of money, too. Yeah, I mean, they're footing the bill. Run up the tab. Listen up, miss. I want 3 portions of each of these braised goose feet. Oh, God. in abalone sauce, duck in a treasure pot, amber custard pastries, crab meat quain dumplings? Okay. Vegetable crystal shumai. Okay. All right. Just throw in a couple of ounces of that lingja mushroom from the beef bone soup with wolfberries. My senior brother's been having trouble sleeping lately, and it's getting worse. This will be the perfect, nourishing meal for him. Good God, man. They can deny you, can't they? Okay. That was weird. Professor Walker. Professor Walker, how's that project you mentioned earlier coming along? I think it has real potential. The direction looks promising, but the requirements for experimental equipment and environment are too high. I'm getting headaches every day over funding issues. You better make the most of this chance. With all the Topps VIPs here, all it takes is a little nod and boom, it's a done deal, right? It actually seems like there aren't a lot of people schmoozing at this particular event. I'm on good terms with some of them. Want me to introduce you? Yes, please, thank you. It's no big deal, but you and your star pupil should think about helping me with my research project too, right? Sure will. Many experts in the inspection team seem to know each other. Rather than focusing on their duties as part of an inspection team, everyone seems more interested in their own research projects. Well, that's only human nature. Is it? Really? Just human nature? I guess focusing on self-interest over the actual responsibilities you have is, very human. But if they get Topps as a sponsor, they can't really say anything about the affairs in Wi-Fi Peninsula anymore, right? Is that how that works? I don't think that's how, like, whistleblowers work, but yeah, to some extent, I guess. Topps guest. Such a major incident in Wi-Fi Peninsula has caused great alarm. We have betrayed your trust with our negligence. Okay.
Oh.
No. Everyone knows the risks of producing porcelain. Porcelain? I keep switching how I pronounce that. In the Hollow. And who knows when those exaltists might pop up again. It's impressive how Damien, the head of your Wi-Fi Peninsula branch, acted decisively to root out the exaltists, preventing even bigger losses. Okay, what? They're claiming that, okay, I guess he's just kissing ass, but really? That Damien did all this heavy lifting. He helped a little. He maybe helped a little. It's rare to see such gumption in young people these days. That's a fun word. Gumption. All thanks to Mr. Lacrosse. Lacrosse. Constant guidance. Lacrosse? Mr. Lacrosse? Yeah, that's how you pronounce that. Don't know why it threw me. You flatter me. But it's really all thanks to Mr. Ferox's keen eye for talent, finding such a gem like this. Haha, look at you two being all formal with each other. We spend all day hunched over our desk, so it's rare we get to head out like this. Let's just think of this trip to Wi-Fi Peninsula as a little vacation. We're truly grateful for your kind words. Wi-Fi Peninsula isn't quite like the Throne Quarter, so please excuse our humble hospitality. With Porcelumex hosting, how could anything be less than perfect? Oh my god. These people. Anyways, the Tops guests at the venue appear relaxed, definitely not looking like they're here to hold Porcelumex accountable. Yeah, definitely. On the contrary, Lucro and Ferox remain hostile? Did they? Remain hostile in their exchanges, even in front of Tops executives. Was that supposed to be hostile? Did I miss something? Damien says he hasn't sided with either party, and it seems to be true. But just thinking about dealing with these two higher-ups gives me a stomachache. Props to him for managing to walk that tightrope. They didn't seem that bad, but also I'm sure it would be stressful. After that, I've already made a round through the banquet hall. Time to meet up with Wise. The most interesting thing that happened was Pan Yin Hu over there deciding he was going to try to eat or take home all of the food in this place. Hey, Wise.
Oh, Belle, you're back. How was it? Find anything interesting?
A lot of ass kissing and, I don't know, schmoozing. Also a panda trying to eat everything in sight. Share your thoughts. I heard he did.
How should I put it? Judging by the guests, the security investigation doesn't seem as serious as I thought. The experts and top staff were even chatting and laughing. What everyone cares about isn't the Exaltists, or even the safety of Wi-Fi Peninsula, but how to get the porcelain supply back on track.
Yeah, putting their own interest first.
I completely agree. The security investigation is mainly a way for the city's upper circles to align their intentions, as well as a gesture to reassure the public.
Oh, so it's all bullshit. Yeah, that tracks. They are a rich company that is invested in the, I guess, politics of the place. Anyway.
Even if there are some safety risks with production inside the Hollow, as long as they're not too serious, I'm sure they'll just sweep them under the rug.
Not too serious? A terrorist cult organization attacked everybody, and a weird doctor poisoned a bunch of people, and other horrible things that happened. How do you... You know what? Worse has been swept under the rug. So, sure.
But let's not worry about that now. It's not every day you get Porcelumex picking up the tab. What matters most is enjoying the food.
Come on, let's enjoy a proper meal, Wise.
All right.
Wow, the ingredients
Enjoy.
today are top-notch.
My apologies, miss.
It's okay.
I'm terribly sorry.
Excuse me, you dropped something.
Oh, sorry about that.
Here.
Thank you both very much. Oh, you're with the safety inspection team. Wow, you look so young. And you're already an expert in the ether industry? Sorry, I must excuse myself. Did I say something wrong?
Young lady, seems you're completely at a loss.
If I'm not mistaken, you're the military research consultant.
That's right. My name's Isolde. That girl and I are both decorative props. Just here for show.
Interesting. After learning about the inspection team from Miss Isolde, you bid her goodbye and have a delicious dinner. Late that night, after Porcelumex's welcome banquet had ended, in a luxury suite prepared by Porcelumex for the inspection team. Oh, okay. I guess she's not okay.
The time fields. Not only one of the oldest noble families in New Eridu, but also a renowned name in the field of science. The patent for the anti-corruption medicine widely used on the market today belongs to your grandfather. If this respected and prestigious surname appears on the investigation team roster, the citizens will surely feel more at ease.
Oh look, Damien's being a scummy jackass.
You flatter me. It's just that my grandfather is seriously ill right now, so I really don't think he can handle this.
You misunderstand me. As I just said, all I need is this surname to appear on the list. Aren't you a time field as well?
But I'm just a student. I'm nothing like my grandfather.
Miss, I'm sure you've heard that the corruption outbreak in Waifei Peninsula is closely tied to the failure of anti-corruption medicine. Porcelumex has every right to file a lawsuit against your family and hold you accountable.
I generally prefer to let these play out, but you scummy douchebag, you know it was tampered with. Fuck you.
The reason? Your family concealed major risks involved in the purification process of the medicine.
Doesn't matter. It was literally adulterated by a madman trying to poison people. Fuck you.
That's complete nonsense. It was clearly the Exaltists who...
So what? The media doesn't care about the truth. They just want to see a once honorable family brought to ruin.
Yeah, the media does like a scandal.
Miss, the honor of the Timefield family now rests entirely on your shoulders. Think carefully, for your ailing grandfather's sake. I wouldn't want anything unfortunate to happen to the old man either.
Grandpa, did I make a mistake? What should I do?
Personally, I would have kicked him in the nuts, but...
What's going on? What's that?
A few minutes later, inside Swabian Temple, a series of urgent knocks on the door wakes you up.
Well, you're up too.
Wait, what the hell is the second one? I just dreamed that Eos popped the car tires. Okay, we're gonna go with the first one. The knocking sound just now, it wasn't my imagination, right?
The knocking on the door. It wasn't my imagination, right?
It wasn't just your imagination. Someone really was knocking. I'm pretty sure I heard Senior Yinhu answer the door. Belle, let's go check it out too. There must be something urgent if someone's showing up this late.
Oh, the knocking was on the gate? That would have had to be really loud knocking.
Master Pun, that glowing thing really appeared outside my window. I swear on the honor of the Timefield family.
Oh my god, she's literally a scared rabbit. Also, her belt apparently shows her emotions? Okay.
Let's put the vows away for now, Missy. If there's one thing I can't stand, it's people swearing oaths and this and that. I believe what you said is true. Why else would you have come all the way here in the middle of the night, right? But I really couldn't follow all that about a boom and shadow crooked by 20 degrees. Sure, we at Yunquay Summit practice mystic arts, but ghost hunting and monster chasing aren't exactly our specialty.
Oh, that's right. I remember now. She has a, oh, what is it? Symmetry? An issue with symmetry? Like a, I mean, it probably isn't to the level of OCD, but yeah. I assume that has something to do with her eyes not being symmetrical, being asymmetrical, which is just, you know, heterochromia is just really interesting.
To be precise, it was crooked by 22 degrees to the left. I remember that clearly.
Is that the thing that scared you? Also, your hair accessories look like golf balls.
But I admit I was a bit abrupt earlier. My apologies. It's not that I've misunderstood the mystic arts. I've come because a friend told me that Mr. Wise and Miss Bell are currently staying here, and she trusts them.
It's gonna be rain again, isn't it? Senior Yinhu, what's going on?
We're here, Senior Inhu. What's going on?
Oh, perfect timing. You two are just who Miss Timefield is looking for.
What? You're Mr. Wise and Miss Bell?
That's us. Hi, I'm Belle, and this is my brother.
Hi. I'm Belle, and this is my brother Wise. We meet again.
Why are you embarrassed? You really didn't do anything wrong.
Well, could you not bring that up again?
Bring what up again? After a few minutes, Alice explained what had happened earlier.
I see. So you spotted an unidentified glowing object outside your window and came here for help. But I didn't expect Lucy to be the one who sent you.
Who is Lucy? Wait. From, oh god, what are they called? From the Outer Ring? From...
To be honest, Ms. Montefiore and I both attended the Celestia School for Girls. Even after she broke ties with her father and left without a word, we've still always kept in touch.
Okay, that actually kind of makes sense. She is a rich kid that decided to go to the Outer Rim. Outer Ring? Outer Rim? One of the two.
Actually, I had planned to ask Porcelumix's staff for help with this, but it's late, and I couldn't get in touch with anyone. I can't share all the details, but I'm afraid that by morning, something this strange will just be brushed off and not taken seriously.
Okay, but you were just freaked out by something. This is really more of a job for the authorities, in case you thought it was a peeping Tom or a burglar or something of that nature. And otherwise, what are you expecting? Recall the information you previously learned about Alice. Okay?
After hearing rumors that Alice might only be on the inspection team because of her family name, I asked Fairy to look into the Timefields. Turns out, she's likely here in place of her grandfather who's fallen ill. We're not sure exactly what happened, but Alice was probably threatened. Either way, Porcelumix clearly doesn't take her seriously. It's outrageous how they're treating her so differently from the other guests.
You put all that together yourself, huh, Belle? With what information? Okay, I guess I appreciate the fact that our main characters know exactly as much as we do, even if the way they know that information is bullshit speculation off of Very little information. Rolling with it.
Since Ms. Montefiore spoke so highly of you both, I'd like to ask for your help in investigating the unidentified object that appeared outside my window.
Sure.
As agreed, I'll be staying in Wi-Fi Peninsula for another 2 weeks. And if this issue isn't settled, it's going to be a real problem.
So, Belle, what do you think about this?
Since she's a friend of Lucy's, sure. Good to stay, in good with... What the hell is the faction called? Run by Caesar? It's completely lost to me right now.
Well, she is a friend of Lucy's, so let's give her a hand. Our last meeting was a little awkward, but that was mostly on us. All right, mostly on me.
I still don't know what supposedly happened. You picked up her badge that she dropped and tried to give it back to her. You tried to make small talk and she left immediately. What am I missing here?
Do you charge per case? Or perhaps you work on a daily or hourly rate?
You couldn't afford them. Just let them help.
If it's about the commission fee, please don't worry. My ether dynamics tutor used to charge for every 5 minutes in each lesson.
Jesus. Okay.
Oh, that's no problem. No problem at all. You came here for help, and you're even a friend of someone we know. Of course we'll lend a hand.
Hey, shut up. She's offering to pay. These are proxies. The video store could use a new coat of paint. You know what? Screw it. A franchise.
Don't worry. Here at Yunquei Summit, we're not only skilled in the mystic arts, we're also good at tracking things down and getting to the bottom of mysteries.
Okay, well, Belle and Wise are good at that. We don't know your track record. Seriously, Senior Yinhu, are you already speaking on our behalf? Yeah, seriously.
Seriously, Senior Yinhu? Are you already speaking on our behalf?
Hey, come on now. What do you mean, speaking on your behalf, huh?
You're literally speaking for them.
Let me tell you, the Timefield family isn't just loaded, they're on a whole nother level. Whether Beeline and the others get paid leave, and whether Senior Fufu gets to eat meat next month, all depend on you two now.
That is so goddamn depressing. Really? You're kind of extorting children at this point. And now you're trying to guilt trip me? Seriously, I like you, Panda Man, but this is bullshit.
Are you guilt tripping me now?
Miss Timefield, why don't you stay with us tonight? Get a good night's rest, and after breakfast tomorrow, Junior Belle will go with you to investigate.
Are you both really willing to take this commission? Please don't feel obligated if you'd rather not get involved with the people Porcelumix have brought recently.
Better you than Damien. Rest assured, we accept the commission. I guess.
You can rest assured, Miss Timefield. We'll accept the commission and investigate with you starting tomorrow.
Thank you so much. I'll be staying here tonight then.
You help Alice settle in her room at Swabian Temple. Phew. Finally got everything settled. Senior Yinhu and Wise have gone back to their rooms. I should head to bed too. Yeah, where is everybody staying, as a matter of fact? I guess we have 1, 2... I'm guessing the main temple isn't, it's not gonna have rooms. So 2, 3, 4, 5 buildings, essentially. Who knows what's in them all? Is that how many characters there are? we're short one. We're short one room unless people are sharing. But they seem to just have, like, one bed in a room. Okay. Anyways, not overthinking it. Better get some sleep. We've got an investigation to run first thing tomorrow. Comfy bed, here I come. As expected, you fall asleep the moment you hit the bed, and the next morning. Okay, from Alice. Miss Bell. Hi, I'm Alice. Your brother just gave me your knock-knock contact info. Looking forward to connecting with you. Good morning, Alice. Ah, I'm really sorry for reaching out so early and bothering you. Waiting for it to slowly come back. I'm up already and just about to come find you. Alright, I'll be waiting for you here at the Swabian Temple Atrium. Is it an atrium? Okay. Actually, I don't know the definition of an atrium. I only know, like, for... I don't know. Sure. Hey, Alice.
Good morning, Miss Bell. Sorry for causing trouble by showing up so late last night.
Yeah, considering we didn't do anything, you could have literally just shown up today. No worries, you came here for help after all.
It's no big deal. You came to us for help. And no need to be so formal. Just Belle is fine.
All right. Then, please, feel free to call me Alice.
Already have been. You look a little tired. Everything okay?
You seem a little tired. Did the thought of what you saw outside last night keep you up?
Not at all. Having all of you nearby made me feel quite safe.
Oh, that's kind of sweet.
It's just... the scrolls hanging in the room were all tilted by 2 to 10 degrees, and when I was about to sleep after fixing them, I noticed that the 2 vases by the bed didn't match.
Oh. Oh, so it actually just is OCD. Obsessive compulsive disorder. Okay, that's fair. Yeah. So it is affecting your life. So we've passed the point of it just being a problem with you, something you notice, something that occupies part of your mind. It's literally become something that affects your sleep and causes you to behave differently. No, we've hit OCD now.
Sorry, you have to see this side of me. This nitpicky habit of mine is a disgrace to my family's name.
No. It's a condition. It's just something you can work through by talking to probably a therapist, a counselor of some sort. Also, as long as it doesn't affect your life too bad or other people, you're fine. Just live with it. It's cool. Oh, no. It's not that bad. Swabian Temple just lives up to its name. What does that mean?
Oh, no, it's not that bad. Swabian Temple just lives up to its name.
Oh, I forget what the name refers to now.
Thank you for understanding. By the way, about that thing I saw outside my window last night, if you don't mind, I'd like to hear your thoughts.
Suggest checking the area below Alice's room.
Why don't we take a look around the lower floor of your building first? Since it appeared outside your window, there might be leads outside.
One would assume.
Okay, sure. Good thing you suggested starting outside. Honestly, I'm a bit ashamed to admit it, but I don't dare step back into that room until we know exactly what I saw.
But it was outside the window. Isn't it scarier to be outside? Miss Bell. Shall we head out to investigate the area below my apartment building? Sure, let's go.
Alice, let's talk about last night. You said you heard a soft thump followed by a loud bang?
Yes, and it went pitch dark outside the window. I pulled back the curtains and saw large slanted shadows, and there was a glowing skeleton stuck between the shadows and the glass.
Is that... Okay. Here we are. I'm staring at the building on the left. Staying. The word staying. I'm staying at the building on the left. Oh, right here? I didn't expect such an unremarkable building. Due to the influx of visitors from TOPS and the inspection team, Porcelumix ran out of rooms in their guest buildings, so I was arranged to stay here instead. That sucks. Look at the ground over there. There's all kinds of items scattered around. You're right. Let's go check it out. I see torn up paper, a magazine of some sort. Empty liquor bottles, I would assume. 2 plants. Knocked off of something. Oh, hey, holy crap, there actually is an apartment building here. Okay, and it literally looks like you could go up to one of the windows. You know what? Good attention to detail. Sorry about the camera angle, didn't think about it till after I stopped looking up. A bunch of miscellaneous items are scattered on the ground near the vending machine. A recycling bin for empty cans, flower pots, fresh soil. Where did these flower pots come from? When I passed by here yesterday evening, there weren't any around. They probably fell off the ledge or somebody's balcony, although the apartments didn't look like they had balconies. I don't remember seeing any flower pots here either. Oh, I guess they do have balconies. Oh, look. There's an identical flower pot on that balcony over there. I can't believe they'd put a flower pot in such a dangerous location. That's actually super common. If anyone in our household did something that irresponsible, Mr. Arnold would certainly scold them. Yeah, it is actually incredibly dangerous to put any objects that, you know, could fall onto people. But it happens a lot too. Mr. Arnold? Was he a governor by chance? Oh, he's our butler. Ah, sorry. I went off on a tangent. You really didn't, though. I do that. I go off on tangents. Yeah, I'm glad you want to chat with me. Maybe it's because you not only took me in when I had nowhere else to go. Is that... okay. But you've also been really kind. I feel at ease around you. Oh, I just remembered something. After that skeleton and huge... tilted... oh, right, yeah, the tilted thing. Tilted shadow flashed by outside the window. There was another noise from downstairs. It must have been the sound of a falling flower pot. That's another important clue. Is it? The balcony with the flower pots is quite a bit lower than Alice's window. Maybe whatever scared Alice fell to the ground along with the flower pot. Yeah? Okay, so aside from... okay, so it's not these buildings, it's these buildings. Jesus Christ. You know what, camera? Okay. And there are more flowers, so we should really ask this person here if they saw anything. I'm guessing that she was the next one up. So something, probably an animal, hint, hint, climbed up there and then fell down and took some plants with it. Okay. This is the guest house where Alice lives, but let's look around carefully for any clues. Alice, which floor do you live on? The second to the last floor, the one with the advert. Okay, the advertisement. The window is right next to the drain pipe on the left side of the billboard. Okay. How big was that shadow? Huge, basically covering the entire window. The windows aren't very big. There's nothing near the window that could support such a massive object. The drain pipe and adverts have very limited capacity. Where did that dark shadow come from? Well, again, if it was an animal, it could have scurried up the drain pipe and, I don't know, tried to jump onto the window thinking they could hold onto the ledge. Ah, I see. What did you find? Sorry, I was just talking to myself. Yesterday, while I was in my room, I kept hearing noise from around here. It turned out there's a construction site not far behind. Yeah, I can see a huge tower crane. Wait, a tower crane? Do you think it was on the tower crane, on the arm of the crane? Or on the, I don't know what those are called, like the rope, cables thing? Yeah. Okay, investigate the drinks crate. Okay. What the hell was that noise? Did she squeak? Okay. Also, what the hell are her hair accessory things? Cans? They kind of look like Grace's grenades, or shot grenades, or whatever, stun grenades. Anyway, the overturned drinks crate must have been hit by that flower pot. But why would this lone box end up all the way over here? Or all the way out here? Yeah, it's weird for it to be here. Is it? It's an alley. People throw all sorts of shit in alleys. Upon closer inspection, there are a number of thin scratches on the surface of the box. No, wait. Those look like claw marks from some small animal. Yep. That tracks. You have a gut feeling you're onto something, and before you know it, you lift the box. Are you kidding me? It was under the box? Oh, no. Huh. There's a trail of tiny footprints. Well, that lucked out. Little in the drinks? What the hell are those drinks made out of that there's fluorescent green footprints out of it? Don't drink what they're selling in Wi-Fi. What? That sparkly feeling? It's glow-in-the-dark paint. Glow-in-the-dark paint? The exact same color as that glowing skeleton I saw last night. Oh, the paw prints are from the paint. That makes a lot more sense than it being the drinks. Okay, that's fair. Looks like we found our perp.
Belle, have you figured out what happened last night?
Yes.
I have some theories after seeing the footprints, but I want to hear your thoughts first.
To be fair, it sounds like we know what did it, but not why, or why it was painted. I actually have no idea what she's thinking about, so I'm gonna just go with let's piece together what we know so far.
Let's start by piecing together what we know so far.
First, about that huge shadow. What do you think it was? And how did it end up outside my window?
I'll read through these first. It might have just been your eyes nope. It was probably from some cargo. No. It was a flower pot. It was none of those things. What the hell are you talking about? It was none of these things. Okay. Is she talking about, like, the big shadow she saw behind it? Stop. Because that would make the most sense. Yeah, okay, we'll go with that. It was probably from some cargo hanging from the tower crane. I think she's just referring to the big shadow she supposedly saw behind the glowing figure skeleton.
It was probably from cargo hanging on the tower crane. The cargo was big enough to block the whole window, and the way it vanished without a trace makes sense if we assume it was moved away with the crane. You mentioned hearing a soft thump before the shadow appeared. One of the ropes holding the cargo probably snapped, causing the load to tilt and bump against your window.
I don't think you understand how massive an object would be that's lifted by a tower crane. If one of the ropes slipped or snapped, it would have taken out part of the building. Maybe I'm wrong. The tower crane seemed pretty huge to me.
Yes, that's what I figured too. Thinking back, the reason I was so certain that it was tilted exactly 22 degrees was because there was a shipping label on the crate.
Kinda left that important detail out, huh?
But let's just assume for a moment that it was. Then, what do you think made it fall to the ground?
It was knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. It was knocked over by the cargo hanging from the tower crane. Okay. I guess it was knocked over by that skeleton that startled you.
It was probably knocked over by that skeleton that startled you. After the cargo hit your window, the crane lifted it back up, but that little thing couldn't hold on and fell off, landing right on the flower pot.
Right. There must be a reason the flower pot fell. If something as large as the cargo had hit it directly, the whole rack would have come crashing down. The fact that one pot was left on the balcony means it had to be something smaller.
So the cargo was small enough and light enough that it bumped your window and made a noise and didn't shatter it, but light enough and small enough that it didn't knock over flower pots. Whatever. Yeah, the skeleton, in quotes, falling took out the flower pots, so yeah.
Looks like we have the same train of thought.
Seems that way.
That leaves us with just one remaining question. What was that glowing skeleton?
Animal abuse? It was the owner of these little glowing footprints.
There's no doubt. The culprit is whatever animal left those glowing little footprints. Since its paws were covered in glow-in-the-dark paint, the skeleton pattern was probably painted on its body or clothes.
Yeah, if it was intentionally made to look like a skeleton, then somebody dressed up their animal. Deduce the full sequence of events.
There's no paint on the drain pipe, so the little creature most likely hitched a ride on the cargo. It was caught in the crane malfunction, which then caused it to slam into the window. Later on, while trying to escape, it knocked over the flower pot.
Yeah, okay. That is a logical train of thought as far as I can tell.
But the exact sequence of events isn't really the point. What matters is this. No matter how clever an animal is, there's no way it could have dressed itself up like that.
That is very true. Here's another thing, the actual main point. It wasn't a goddamn skeleton. It was a small animal painted up by a person, so Alice can relax. It's not haunted. There's physical evidence, so all is fine.
Which means someone deliberately used it to pull a prank on me. That's going too far.
But you just said that it fell off. How would it... So your assumption is that it was an intentional prank pulled on you specifically, but also that the thing fell off the crane? Okay.
Well, since it left footprints while fleeing, there must be more tracks nearby. If we follow them, we might be able to find whoever or whatever's behind this.
I like the little angry face.
Look over here. The footprints go up the pillar to the overpass.
They certainly do.
Let's follow them and check it out.
How could they? I can't believe someone actually used an animal to pull a prank.
You can't? You're lucky they didn't use a paintball gun or a SWAT team to pull a prank. Have you seen influencers? People are crazy. Oh no, bro, it was just a prank. I just punched you in the face. It was a prank, bro. It was a prank. Jesus Christ, people suck. Wow, that paint really didn't adhere very well.
The footprints stop here. Did it jump off?
Probably.
Let's go down and take a look.
Heart rate of the client increased to 120 BPM.
Hi, Fairy.
Here is a proverb. A cornered rabbit will bite.
Is that...
Barry, you're not helping.
How does Fairy talk to us anyways when we're not physically by the HDD? Like an earpiece or something? Or is it just the implants in their eyes? Because that's creepy. But also, is it at all offensive to Thyrans when they're compared to literal animals? Like, that seems kind of offensive, saying that she's like a cornered rabbit. Also, I'm pretty sure those proverbs are about mice, aren't they? Maybe a cornered rabbit's a thing. I know a cornered mouse is a thing. Or a cornered rat. So we really didn't see any of these when we came through that way, huh? Didn't. Okay.
Huh? The footprints disappear here.
Uh-oh, the footprints are all jumbled here.
Where could it have gone? Huh? There it is! Don't let it get away! Hey! There! It ran into that stone! So you were behind yesterday's pranks! The real culprit.
Manitou?
What?
Huh?
Yuzuha, visitors.
Coming! What can I get for you? Huh? Oh well. Huh. Guess I got found out after all. Miss, based on what you just said, may I assume that you are the owner of this tanuki?
Yeah, so he's supposed to be a tanuki. Okay.
His full name is Kamanosuke, but we call him Kama.
Kamanosuke. Okay, I like it. I'd rather call him Kamanosuke than Kama, but sure. Although, could be a Kama.
Huh? What I mean is, he's not just this tanuki. He has a name. And I'm not Kama's owner. We're just partners. Kama is free to do as he pleases.
No. No. Bullshit. If you... Take responsibility for your pet, goddammit.
Excuse me for being presumptuous.
Nope. Nope, she's trying to mess with you. Stop it. Alice's assertiveness suddenly dropped. Seems this one's going to be a tough nut to crack. No. You should just... don't know. Are the police really necessary? Just scold her. Alice's assertiveness suddenly dropped.
Wait a minute. We came here to confront them. Yet somehow, it feels like Alice just got completely shut down.
It's all right. Kama just said he doesn't mind.
Jesus. Okay, this is borderlining on some gaslighting shit. Jesus.
So, honored guests, what brings you to Mystic Wares? Looking for anything in particular? I'm Ukinami Yuzuha. Our family runs a well-known porcelain shop in Phylum Heights. We carry all kinds of goods, and any purchase of a second item comes with a 1% discount.
Huh. Alright, well, guys, could you maybe try to bring this back on track?
All right. Thank you very much.
Looks like no.
No, wait! We're not here to shop! Miss Ukinami, we don't even know each other, and yet last night, you and your partner played a prank on me that caused me a lot of trouble. Huh? That's a bit of a shock. I thought you'd really appreciate Kama's way of returning the favor. Returning the favor? Sorry, I don't quite follow what you mean. How could you not understand? You were clearly the ones who started the prank in the first place. Porcelumex previously stated they'd thoroughly investigate the safety hazards and give the people of Waifei Peninsula a proper explanation of the accident. Yet somehow they let an unqualified little girl sneak into a team of so-called experts. That's quite the prank if you ask me.
Seriously? So, this is just harassment then? This wasn't a prank where you were trying to goof around. You were literally trying to harass somebody for their position because of some issue you have with the organization they're a part of. No, we've officially hit a crime here.
Yuzuha, saying something like that in front of others might be a bit
of a confession that should be written down and investigated? Yeah.
Monato, I've been meaning to say this for a while. You having that face and always talking like a goody two-shoes? What a waste.
The fuck does that mean? Try to defend Alice.
Excuse me, can I say something? Porcelumex brought in the inspection team just for show. Of course people are going to feel outraged.
You're not doing a very good job.
It's just that even with so many well-known experts on the investigation team, none dared to defy Porcelumex. So why place all the blame on Miss Timefield alone?
Because she was the weakest link and easily harassed?
I see. You're saying I'm just picking the easy target?
Yes. Yes, I am saying exactly that. You're being a bitch.
I remember now. I've seen you before. You were that disciple in training, Belle, from Swabian Temple. Didn't expect you'd be more witty than you look.
You're fun.
Anyway, after hearing you out, I realized I didn't think the prank through. Sorry about that. It won't happen again.
Wasn't a prank. It was harassment. It was not a prank. A prank is done for fun, even if it's not particularly fun for other people. This was just straight up harassment. You were trying to instill fear or disrupt somebody's work. You're just kind of a giant bitch.
I really appreciate you saying that.
You should.
But you don't
should
look
not.
so thankful. Are you still so concerned about what happened last night?
You scared the shit out of her in the middle of the night in a city she's not familiar with. The fuck do you think?
No, you've misunderstood. I indeed joined the supervisory investigation team. And though there are reasons I can't fully explain, as a descendant of the Timefield family, I won't forgive myself for my mistakes just because you apologized.
What mistakes? What is she getting down on herself about?
I only hope you'll take back what you said about me being unqualified.
That's the problem? Wow, okay. I get it. You're doing great, though.
The Timefield family has always upheld strict discipline. Both my grandfather and father were scholars in the ether industry, and I've received a systematic education in hollow and ether studies from an early age under their guidance.
Yeah, and it kind of sounds like that life of yours has beat you down into having no self-worth or self-esteem at all. Which is, not great. Speaking from experience over here, it is not great.
Monato, what's with this person? She seems just as weird as you.
You're no one to talk.
How would I know? And for the record, I'm not weird at all.
Okay, you have no reason of knowing anything about these people that just showed up at your doorstep. But also, look at you. You're very strange.
So from the sound of it, you're pretty confident in your knowledge. Then, do you know what this strange piece of porcelain is?
Special porcelain shard. Added to workbench. Hi, kitty cat. A porcelain shard of relatively high purity. From the looks of it, it probably used to be part of a large device. So can porcelain just be fashioned, forged, made into stuff like that? Interesting. What's this?
This looks more like a shard of some kind of device rather than porcelain.
Yeah.
Also, was it my imagination? Or did I suddenly sense an unpleasant aura coming from it? Something similar to the presence of a sacrifice.
What is with the storytelling in this chapter? It's so... There's a lot of speculation, and they're just sort of... they're telling you the story. They're not really showing you. I mean, she's just coming out and saying it's clearly something to do with the sacrifice. Because the writers say so, I guess.
Oh, that's a shard of a large obscura.
And apparently Alice knows exactly what it is. Great. Obscura?
Obscura?
Yes, an obscura is a type of experimental reactor vessel made with high-purity porcelain as its outer shell.
Sure.
Due to the unique properties of porcelain, when etheric matter is placed inside obscura, it can slowly come into contact with the air. This allows researchers to observe how ether behaves once it leaves a hollow.
Oh. Yeah, they've been a little bit wishy-washy on whether or not ether and etheric matter and, you know, the ethereals are actually able to leave the hollow. Because we did have a whole outbreak thing going on in Swabian, you know, in front of the temple there. In front of Swabian Temple in Wi-Fi here.
Although an obscura is a rather expensive piece of lab equipment, there's nothing strange about it. This shard hasn't been coated with the outer layer yet. It was probably damaged during manufacturing.
Damaged during manufacturing? So there is something wrong with this thing.
It's a broken piece of something. What the hell are you talking about? Yes, there's something wrong with it.
See, Monato? I told you my instincts were spot on. Who would have thought we'd figure out what this thing is in such an unexpected way? What a stroke of luck!
So are you just assuming that this was an unfinished product that was actually used? I guess that is potentially true. What are you all talking about?
What were you all talking about?
We suspect that someone at Porcelumex has been illegally producing high-value porcelain items inside the hollow, items not listed in the official registry.
That's actually kind of interesting. If they were a device that was able to, I don't know, take ether or etheric matter outside of the hollow and keep it, that does seem like something the black market would probably highly value.
Simply put, they publicly claim to be producing low-value products. Workers' wages and even the reported profits are all calculated based on that. But in reality, someone's pocketing the difference for themselves.
Exactly. The Obscura isn't a regular product of the Wi-Fi Peninsula factory, so its appearance here clearly points to shady dealings going on inside the hollow.
No, but it is worth investigating. Where did you find this shard?
Where did you find this shard?
We found it in a batch of materials delivered to our shop from Siloom Bay. The residents there collect discarded porcelain from the hollow, and my father uses the scraps to make handicrafts.
Okay. So, garbage. Which is fine. But that could have literally come from anywhere. It didn't have to be produced in that hollow. It could have been brought in from somewhere else.
Let's go, Minato! We're heading to Siloom Bay! If we can trace this shard back to its source, we'll have enough evidence to expose the corruption inside Porcelumex and give them a real scandal to deal with.
You sound like a reporter.
Wait a moment. Are you sure it's okay to just say your whole plan out loud like that?
Why not?
It's fine. You're a scaredy cat. No way you'd snitch to Porcelumex. Wait, you wouldn't, right?
Hey, Alice, go ahead and punch her real quick. She really deserves some sort of payback for her little bullshit scare tactic.
Of course not! But not because I'm afraid. As a descendant of the Timefield family, I would never stoop to something so dishonorable.
No, you really should, though.
Belle, it seems you still have some questions for Miss Ukinami regarding the Obscura. Apologies, but given my current position, I'm afraid it wouldn't be appropriate for me to hear any further details.
Okay.
So please excuse me for now. Thank you for helping resolve the issue. I'll have the payment for the commission sent over promptly.
Soon after, Alice leaves.
You didn't leave with that fancy girl. Do you have something to ask us?
Oh, do I have to? Yeah, guess Belle's sticking her nose into another probably horrible situation. Can I join you in the investigation? I say, full of disdain.
Can I come with you to Siloom Bay for the investigation? I'm curious about the origin of that shard. Besides, I can help if you're heading into the hollow.
Bet you
No
can.
problem. You're more than welcome to join us. Wow, today's our lucky day. Not only did we find a lead, but we even had a proxy who's an expert at handling miasma just show up at our door.
How did you know she's a proxy?
Don't lay it on too thick, Yuzuha. You don't want to scare Belle away. Still, we have no reason to turn down the proxy's help. So, we'll be counting on you from now on.
No, seriously, how do they know she's a proxy? Was that a thing that's supposed to be known? I mean, I helped Minato earlier, but I don't know how much of that was, like, in the story. And wasn't just side quest shit, so... Does everybody just know she's a proxy here in Wi-Fi Peninsula? It's just a known fact that she, you know, takes part in illegal hollow activity?
Minato, if your tail wasn't wagging like an electric fan right now, I'd give you a perfect score for how mature you acted.
Way to out the man for aura farming a little bit.
Oh.
Belle, sorry I didn't get to say hi earlier. It's hard to get a word in when Yuzuha's around. What the heck? Minato, that's so mean. You two seem pretty familiar with each other. We're classmates. What? Though we've got a ton of students... from Waifei Peninsula, standout characters like Minato are pretty rare, and those who are both eye-catching and genuinely nice people are even rarer. You two are classmates. That is a full-grown fucking adult. Okay, sure, I guess he's 16 and he's just built like Baki. I don't know. I see. I don't, but sure. Don't just go along with what she says. Actually, Yusuha was the one who wanted to investigate. But I also think we can't let Porcelumex get away with just a slap on the wrist. Anyway, let's head to Sailoon Bay and ask around. Speaking of Sailoon Bay, what kind of place is it? It's an area near the shore below Feilum Heights. In the past, lumite ore mined from the hollow was washed there first. Now quite a few residents have moved in. I'm assuming there's no toxic runoff from doing that? You're not poisoning the water of the surrounding areas by washing ore in the waters there? Maybe it was a long time ago in very small numbers, because that seems like a really bad thing to do. It would ruin the beach at least. The elevator at Suebian Temple's entrance goes straight to Sailoon Bay. Should have been fixed last week. Okay. So the elevator goes to Sailoon Bay. Let's go check it out.